Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burt, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Philadelphia, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, seeing where this home team is right now, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead, they know there's still a lot left to prove.
So here's Oklahoma at front. Chris Paul is out there with Robertson, and it's Nader in at the 3 spot. We've got Shorty, also B-Train out there, D out there with Big Smooth. Well, the one thing I love seeing in these early games, seeing the wrinkles that the stars have added, the new technique or the new move they've added, Doris, during their games they played over the summer.
It feels, Kevin, like if you are not improving over the summer in the NBA, you are falling behind. Case in point, right, is the big men in the NBA. Look at guys like Brook Lopez and Marc Gasol, now able to stretch their game out to three-point territory. So important to keep growing.
Now, here's Robertson. They get a hand on it. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Nader. Lets the 3 fly. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the future Hall of Famer loves to dish the rock. Paul has a pass-first mentality. He makes everyone around him better. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
From deep 3-point range, that one misses. Here's Shorty. Gallinari covering. It's tipped. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Nader's shot's good. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Warriors. D connects from 3-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here is Paul. He had 19 points in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
5 to shoot. Robertson the pass to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams is a great option in these pick and rolls. We know he's a high percentage finisher, guys.
Here's Shorty, defended by Paul. Here's B-Train. They get it again. Gone 3 of 5, shooting the ball so far. Buries the long-range jumper. B-Train's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Paul. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Here's Shorty, defended by Paul. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Lets it go with the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. He's got 5.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Well, mixed bag last year, guys, right? For the Thunder, had some stretches where they looked really strong and some stretches where they really floundered. And ultimately, they go out in the first round to the Portland Trail Blazers.
Now, here's Robertson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Slim picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The pass to Noel. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And Doris, the Thunder, number 6 seed in the West, once again can't get out of the first round.
Yeah, Kevin, that's 3 straight seasons. And you feel like they are this close to taking that next step, but things fall apart at the wrong time. What happens next?
Now, here's Robertson. Pass to Muscala. 5 on the clock. Gallinari wide open, and the Thunder another 3.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Pass to Chan. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. The putback. Oklahoma City trailing. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's Baller. He trains the quick shot.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 10 points in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Here's Robertson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's Thompson with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
With 1 on the clock, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And so it's the home team, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure.
The steals thing is just something that I've always had a knack for doing, and just...
Well, you hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits. What they like to do gives them a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
We've got money. B out there with Baller, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Aguilar at the 5 spot. On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. The tandem outside, Robertson and Gallinari. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Moreland in at the 4. And it's blocked. B, Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention two guys who I think could be considered combo guards, guards who can play one or two, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But two of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, two names to keep an eye on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Nader's checked in, and Paul's subbed in for Robertson.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Here's Nader. Turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. 6 on the shot clock, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And when you look at that Pacers matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Count it, good.
Boy, the jumper of Steven Adams really coming along. He is working hard to develop that.
On 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. The pass to Big Daddy. Jacks up a 3. Another shot. Passes to B-Train. A 3-ball. Sinks the triple. B-Train's got 8 points.
Well, that's his shot right there. You know, if he gets any kind of room, he's going to dial it up from distance.
Paul surveying the floor. From about 19 feet, again, Oklahoma City. And the home team has possession. They lead by 4. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City, where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Good work defensively by Paul.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
D, he's checked in for Big Daddy. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket. I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Paul outside. Steps back and fires. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down.
Here's D. It's good from long range. D's got 6 points.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Paul outside. Here's Nader, and it's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Shorty is checked in for B. Mike Muscala is checked in for Oklahoma City. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Nader. Shot clock at 5. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only 1 triple for him tonight.
Good on the shot.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And it's Shorty with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Here's Paul. 8 points for him. And it's Shorty with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
And the Thunder making a change here. Robertson, he's checked in. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, this is crucial. If Andre Robertson can consistently make shots from deep, boys, wow, his value skyrockets. And last season, Andre Robertson missing so much time due to injury. Think back in his career, he's been a pivotal piece for the Thunder for so long. His absence was clearly felt.
Here's D. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. D's got 10 points.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
And with Robertson, you're missing his versatility on the defensive end.
It's no secret that he is out there due to his incredible defense. This guy can guard forwards, he can guard guards, and his reach is so important to this defensive scheme.
Baller, he's checked in for Shorty. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in.
Well, an elite perimeter defender, Andre Robertson uses that impressive length to bother players. What a solid role player this guy has become.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Knocked loose. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari outside. No good from outside.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
That free throw good from Thompson. And so Thompson nails both of them. 54 seconds left to play here in the half. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Thompson from long range. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. Bucket is good.
Well, 6'11" Nerlens Noel so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
Here's Thompson. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now Gallinari. From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we finished one half of basketball. The home team leading by 9.
Kevin, thanks. Billy, balance.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. Taking a look at this home squad. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times, it kept the defense scrambling like eggs.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from B-Train.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got D. Shorty out there with B-Train. Then it's Big Smooth. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Nader kicks to Robertson. Three on the clock. To the right side. Here's Nader. Got a hand on it.
And they continue to control the glass.
Inside. It's stolen by Adams. Molinari passes to Paul. Poked away. Now the dish to Robertson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists tonight. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Eric Moreland's checked in for Gallinari. Both shots good from the stripe. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Shorty the pass to Big Daddy. And Paul over to help. Here's Shorty. Sinks the three-pointer. Shorty's got 8.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. Boy, you cannot leave them alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Paul picks up that one. First one falls for him. Here's some kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The Thunder shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still as strong as ever.
And it's Shorty with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Here's Shorty, defended by Paul. It's hauled in by Adams.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. And Adams with the slam.
Well, the New Zealander shows a little hops on the alley-oop.
Money passes to Aguilar. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Paul outside. Tries it from 9. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Paul's got 6 here in this quarter.
And guys, when Paul kicks it up a notch, it's thrilling to watch. Always in attack mode. Great at looking for his shot and making the D pay.
Now the pass to B. And Paul over to help. Offensive rebound. Here's Shorty. They shoot again. And that's good for 2.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Thunder trailing by 7. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. So both teams making some changes here. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Gallinari.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
To the middle, here's Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Chan. Nice shot from the wing.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective, and they're winning.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. Gallinari surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped. And here comes the break. Here's Big Daddy, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And boy, he gets a great jump on the rest of the field there and just leaves them behind.
Oh, you love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. 9-point game. The shot. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Here's Big Daddy. Banked in off the glass. Big Daddy's got 6. Thunder trailing by 9.
Got to recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2-for-1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
Paul with the bucket.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Baller. He's covered by Muscala. Gallinari with it. 8 points for him. And Thompson sends it back. Baller passes to Big Daddy. Boom, he jams it straight down.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
And so it's the home team holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA. And you see it right there on display.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So the Thunder 5 right now. The tandem outside, Robertson and Gallinari. Noel is out there with Mike Muscala. And it's Paul in at the point. Robertson dishes to Muscala. Knocked away. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Thunder trailing by 8. Stolen by Thompson. Here's D, and he's good on the 3-ball.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Passes it to Paul over Thompson. That's good from Paul on the assist from Robertson. Robertson's got his 3rd assist on the night. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. No problems knocking that one down. And that's 13 points for B-Train.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Gallinari, the open look. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And here is Paul. Gallinari left side. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
It's blocked.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Good work there as it goes.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Paul with the bucket.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Here's Shorty, defended by Paul. And Paul over to help. Shot clock at 5. B-Train passes to Slaughter. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Oklahoma City making a change here. BRGY.GINEBRA's checked in. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They trail by 9 points. Back to Gallinari. To the wing right side. BRGY. Again, the Thunder score.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Shorty. BRGY covering. There's the triple. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 12. 1:41 left in the game. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Mr. Moves.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. That one drops for him. 13 points for Gallinari.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Here's Shorty. His three-pointers off the mark. Under trailing by 10. Nader kicks to Adams. Pass to Robertson. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The 19-foot shot, and right on target. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it back down to within single digits for the Thunder. Here's Shorty. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Shorty, the pass to D. Nailed from three-point land.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Burton. That's good from 17 feet away. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Oh, the heat from way downtown, and it goes. That might be the craziest non-buzzer beater I've ever seen. Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Thompson outside. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.